Now that I did you so wrong, now that I'm sure that you're gone, I once again can make up a song and breathe a little.
It's definitely music that I feel very strongly about, and if I didn't, I certainly wouldn't be involved in this project. He's an ultra-talented guy. You know, I can't stress that enough, and you know, and I think this is it. I think he's going to have great success and fortune with the songs that he's writing right now. It really seems to have found a niche for himself that's truly his own.
There's actually a physical pain. I feel drained of all the love we had. What kind of
definitely take him serious. Because Jimmy is more, to me, he is a songwriter. You know, you get a lot of guys who write songs, but then it seems like they have something missing with what they write about. You know, it's more or less like just write a song and that's it. You know, with Jim, he writes a song. To me, the song has meaning, you know, because to me, he basically writes about like different life experiences that he may have, you know, or that different experiences that he's had in the past, you know. So that makes a song all that much better to me, you know, that you can listen to it, you can hear the lyrics, and you can pretty much kind of relate to what he's talking about.
till you right back to me? On the edge of the boardwalk, there's a man, and his face is worn like the fender in his hand. God, I really need you, living out of a suitcase filled with sand. Waiting for revelations or a band, and he knows for the life of the rock and roll people, stayed all night on the run.
You know, there's a guy who you might be interested in hooking up with. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I got together with Jim. We sat down in his room. And he's like, well, you know, let me play you my stuff. And he pulled out a couple of DATs, and I'm expecting to hear, you know, Joe everyday average music. And well, I was blown away. Absolutely. I had nothing to say. All I could think of at that time was, what the heck am I going to do here? I didn't know how to respond.
With her lying by my side, I got to go to work, I'm hardly ever there on time, cause I jump back in the bed to feel her body next to mine. Oh, feeling's overtaking me, it always comes so suddenly, and nothing in the world can change my mind. There it goes again, I cannot hide, I can't pretend. Oh, in my body and my soul, I got no self-control. Later in the evening when I'm lying in my bed, I count 3 more ladies dancing in my head. These fantasies these are detrimental to my mental health. So I'll jump right out of bed to see her pictures on the shelf. But there's nothing I can do or say until the feeling goes away. Sometimes I don't know why I even try.
Typical songwriter's methodology. He has actually a very big creative process. It's far beyond what I could ever do, and that is basically to create the whole concept, write words as days go by, and you create, you know, experiences life, plugs them all together and makes a great storyline.
Wind blows away the withered leaves, and some just sink into the autumn pond before they lose their green. And sometimes a leaf is left behind, just like an open wound, exposed to all the cold of winter time. But I can breathe, and I can see. I'm not as blind as you might want me to believe. And as you leave, all that I need to know, was I everything you wanted me to be?
Derek's my hero. Derek is by far my favorite bassist that I've ever worked with.
The thing with Zach is that we work together well. It's not like we're doing the same thing. We each have our own thing.
Joe, as far as playing leads, he's like in a class by himself.
The beauty of Artie is that you know it's him. Once you've heard him once, and not that he's repetitive, he just has a very distinctive style of playing.
Joe is, God, never met a guy like Joe. He's one unique guitar player. He doesn't think or plan out the solos, and I've never heard anything as beautiful as the things that come out of his playing.
There's no time to do it all, so we squeeze in every minute that we can. Oh, your mind was only made to go so far, so we take in every substance that we can. Ooh.
Push your body till it breaks.
Babe, we're only dancing on a heartbeat. Babe, we're only dancing with body slam. Oh, body slam.
I think with Jimmy's music, we've hit a point where we're talking about top quality production value, excellent recordings. We can actually obsess over the quality of the recordings, the way the records are made.
With Jimmy's music, by him being a drummer / keyboard player, he has, you know, the rhythms like a drummer, you know, so his music to me is like based around beats. And by me being a bass player, I like, you know, working around beats.
He'll have a main idea, and within that, everyone adds their own color. to be real straightforward about it, everybody adds their own personality to it.
No sunset.